All right, ladies and gentlemen, our 8th bout of the evening is back under MMA rules, and it is set for three 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, please welcome Colby Brand.
The California Killbilly.
Representing Victory MMA, back with MMA action at 145 pounds. This guy's pretty close in age. Colby Brand at 23 versus Dudo coming in at 22. Only a 1-inch difference with Brand being 5'11 versus Dudo's 5'10. And also very close in the experience with Brand being 3 wins, 4 losses against Dudo's 3 wins, 6 losses.
Brand's got that babyface assassin look, and again, it's another a rivalry fight with Victory MMA and a family affair. Dudo's brother will be fighting 2 fights later. He'll be fighting for the 125-pound MMA title.
Dudo brothers always bring a lot of action to the cage, so looking forward to that. Mr. Brand looking to bring the record up to 500 this evening. Bit of a long drive for these guys coming from Colorado Springs. Usually I'm the one making the long drive.
Hey, you know, I'm almost there. I'm in Parker. That's a haul. Gotta watch those Kojaks or the Kodak.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Wow, I haven't heard that since like 74.
Yeah, well, you know, I figured I'd pull one out of the archives for you, JR. A little Smokey and the Bandit. Jackie Gleason.
Mr. Brand.
And his opponent, fighting out of the nutrition company of Cheyenne Blue Corner, please welcome to the cage, Alen Dudo.
Dudo, one of those fighters that I talk about that just loves to be in the cage. Anytime this guy can get about, he wants to be in there, lacing him up and trying to put it on his opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, this featherweight MMA bout is brought to you by Hot Spot Chili. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner from Boulevard, California, representing Victory MMA, the California Killbilly, Colby Brand. And his opponent, fighting out of the nutrition company of Cheyenne Blue Corner from Sarajevo, Bosnia, representing a family affair boxing, Alen the Silencer Dudo.
Gentlemen, you've had your final instructions. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Fighter, any questions? Fighter, any questions? Touch them up, back to your corners.
Dudo in blue, Brand in red. Here we go. 145-pound MMA action. 3 3-minute rounds. Second half of the card here at Wyoming 3.
One half of the Dudo brothers touching him up. Here we go. Throwing good. Colby Brand tries to go for the clinch after he got popped one. Brand's got Dudo up against the cage, pressing, but Dudo goes up to the head.
Brand doing a good job with his head position here. Even being the taller fighter, he's getting his head underneath and pressuring in just like he should do.
Yeah, trying to get that control with that head is so important up against the cage.
Dudo so far unable to extricate himself from the clinches of Brand, and Brand with heavy pressure forward, keeping Dudo's back pinned up against the cage. Both guys trying to work some knee strikes in. A lot of dirty boxing going on here.
Yeah, Dudo's trying to get a good positioning. Comes up with that knee to Brand's solar plexus. Does it again.
Yeah, good shot right above the belt line. That's a painful spot to take a knee.
And a great job placing it and making sure that's not a low blow.
Yes. Brand going with some uppercuts that were almost low blows.
Yeah, and then going with that knee as well to the thigh. I mean, comfortable up against the cage, and again, the head positioning is the key.
Yeah, one of Boss Rutan's favorite techniques is that spiking knee against the outside of the thigh while up against the cage.
You can see maybe the Usman foot stomp.
Spiking knees to the inside of the thigh now, so Brand mixing up a little bit with his attack.
Up against the cage most of the time. Look at those. Take their toll after a while when you take those knees to the thigh.
That is for certain. And Brand, he wanted this fight right here. He initiated the clinch. He pushed his opponent into the cage, and he's been able to keep it here. So good job by Brand. Ring generalship here, keeping the fight where he wants it to be.
Yeah, because Dudo finally tried to get it turned around, because I think Dudo wants to go in the middle of the cage, but so far, Brand taking control.
Dudo got the spin off the cage. Brand worked the wizard, turned him back into it. So Brand possibly showing a strength advantage here.
Dudo coming up with those knees and scoring with the knees, trying to keep Brand at bay.
Yeah, for Dudo not being able to get his back off the cage, he is doing a good job with his striking being backed up against the cage.
Trying to lock up and get out of there.
And Brand, I'm presuming, has initiated this clinch in this position because he wants it on the ground, unable to effect a takedown so far.
Dudo's firing those knees. Both fighters are tight in fighting. Again, a knee to the inside of the thigh.
Only 10 seconds left, and almost this whole round fought in the clinch, and that is such an energy-draining place to have a fight. It's just like a full-body workout trying to press your opponent up against the cage like that.
Strong knees by Brand, and, coming in, Brand's showing a lot of strength. You pointed it out in the first round, how he was able to keep Dudo against there. He tried to get out all he could, but Brand really showing strength. The head positioning was key that whole round.
Yeah, no real damaging strikes, and Dudo over in his corner, just a little bit of a frustrated look on his face, just not able to get away from where Brand wanted the fight to be.
We'll see what adjustments he has coming around in this second round, JR, to see if he goes to the striking and try to keep that fight in the middle of the ring.
Brand taking some deep breaths.
Surprising that, I was a little surprised that Brand showed so much strength up against the cage.
Yeah. And for the taller fighter, nice job, again, with his head positioning, getting his shoulders down to or below the level of his opponent.
And I think 30 or 40 strikes thrown by the knees of both fighters, and
yeah.
It's great to see precision where you don't catch it in that cup area.
Exactly.
All right,
here we go, round two.
Dudo was a little frustrated in that first round. Let's see what he does here. Now at the center of the ring. Both fighters exchanging lower leg kicks.
Yeah, and immediately you can see Brand trying to initiate the clinch again, had to take a shin up against the shoulder and bounced off his skull a little bit, but
gets
down on the
takedown.
ground where we assume he wanted it. Dudo trying to work the triangle position.
Brand's staying busy too when he's up close, Jerry. He's been able to stay busy. and continue to throw punches when he's got him there. And that's the thing. Don't just sit there in the position. Throw punches when you can.
Exactly. And as far as working that triangle, Dudo unable to get his right foot free, so he can't bring it around. Went ahead and gave up on keeping the left leg looped over the neck of Brand, and now he's just working butterfly hooks. That'll help him a little more with his positioning and trying to push his opponent off of him.
Really a clinic on head positioning, too, by Colby Brand in this fight. Young fighters take a look at that.
Now
looking for the
to work
armbar.
up the triangle.
Yep.
Good job transitioning there. That came on pretty fast. Brand needs to get his butt down his hips up and his head down. And there's the tap. Congratulations to Mr. Dudo.
The triangle, boy, he slid that in. He was very patient doing it. He took some punishment along the way as well.
It was a really nice transition. He'd given up on it earlier. I shouldn't say given up. He had gone away from it earlier so he could have some foot on hip positioning in order to keep from taking the ground and pound. And then once the opportunity presented itself, Dudo able to sneak that triangle in, locks it up, gets the tap out. Congratulations to a family affair fighter. Going to go home with the submission victory.
I think that's finishes in all the MMA fights so far tonight, JR, but the triangle, he really snuck it in, and it was tight.
Take it up to Big Mo, get the official time, and then Bailey Winters will give us the post-fight interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Oscar Martinez calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute 18 seconds of the second round, declaring the winner by submission via a triangle choke, Alen the Silencer Dudo.
Well, the silencer was anything but in that fight, JR.
Indeed.
All right, I'm here now with your winner, Alen Dudo. How's it feel to get the victory tonight?
Feels good.
You were on the bottom in that second round and came up with that triangle. Were you practicing that as something that you expected tonight?
It's definitely something I've been working on, but I did want to keep the fight away from the ground. But yeah.
You guys are both great strikers. I've seen you fight before. I was really excited to watch this fight. How did you see it going down?
I thought we were going to stand and bang the whole fight, but yeah, I knew I was going to win, so.
All right, well, you got the win. Congrats on that. Anybody that you want to thank tonight?
I want to thank my coach, Fidel, my coach, Ryan, and everyone who showed up tonight, and everyone who hopped online to support me.
Congratulations again. You got your brother up soon. He was yelling for you in your corner. So what do you expect for that fight?
He's going to win by a knockout.
All right. Congratulations again, Alen.
Fidel does a great job.